So what's going on, everybody? My name is DC. This is the channel Before I Go. It's the Get to Know Me YouTube tag. So I've been around for a little bit. You can go ahead and check out some of my other videos and my vlogs if you'd like. But the purpose of this is obviously just that, getting to know me. You don't know a lot about me, if anything at all, so I want to give you guys a little bit more info on me, and hopefully it'll get you guys to check out some of the other videos and just stick around and subscribe, because I've got plenty of good content to come. So let's go ahead and get into this Getting to Know Me YouTube tag. So here are a number of questions. So the first question is, what is my middle name? I'm not going to give you my middle name, but you know my government name. That's what people say, right? Or my first name, which is David. Share my favorite subject in high school. I really didn't have any favorite subject in high school. I really didn't like school, to be honest with you. But if I had to pick one, it was definitely band. Shout out to the band nerds out there. I was into percussion. In other words, the guys that played the drums. Everybody loved the drum line and all that. So that was definitely my favorite subject. What is my favorite song in the moment? So many good songs. Like I said, I love music. But if I had to pick one right now at the moment, I would have to say, and there might be haters out there, but I'm going to say Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. The guy's just a musical genius. So anything that he puts out, I like. He does a really good job with all his music. But don't get it twisted. I like all kinds of music. I like hip-hop. I like country. I like rock, metal, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I don't limit myself to anything when it comes to music. What would I name my children? What would I name my children? I already have a son. I didn't get to pick his name, but I love the name that he has. If I had to pick a name for our child to come, I've always thought of a name like Cruz. I don't know, I just like that name. My wife might disagree with me on that, but that is definitely a name I've always liked. Have I participated in any sports? I personally haven't participated in any kind of sports, but I'm really sad that I didn't, because I feel like I missed out. You know, I really wish that I could have done like football. I'm a really big fan of football and soccer. Those are my two favorite sports. What is my favorite book? I don't have a favorite book. There's a lot of good books. I really enjoy books that turn into movies. Like I really enjoyed Harry Potter, all those kinds of books that turn into movies. What is my favorite animal? My favorite animal, I would have to say, is probably a tiger. I don't know, man. They're just so beautiful, so majestic, so commanding. What is my favorite perfume? Now, I'm sure this was something for the ladies, or maybe this is for the guys. I don't have a favorite perfume. But I do definitely, put some stuff under the pits, and that's how I just go out. I gotta make sure, of course, ladies, we try and make sure that we try and smell right. So I at least try and put some kind of antiperspirant on or whatever. What is my favorite holiday? I have to say Christmas, no doubt, as I'm sure a lot of people out here probably will tell you. Christmas is the #1 holiday. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do I rate my childhood? I would have to say it's about, like an 8. Something like an 8. Definitely not an easy childhood. I'm the type of guy that tries to stay positive and, just give a positive look to everything. So I definitely will rate it an 8. I love my family, and it was just great to be with them and always be around a big family, because I do have a big family. Have I been out of the country? I have been out of the country. Places that I have been pretty much only consist of Mexico. I've been to Mexico. It's a beautiful place. My family is from there. I have family members there. So do I speak any different languages? It goes with that. I do speak other languages. Hablo español. So like I said the first time, shout out to Mexico. Mi familia en México, los extraño, los quiero mucho. Un gran abrazo desde aquí. Y todos los de México, saludos. What is my favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant. If I had to pick one, so many good things. I don't know if you've seen the vlogs. I'm kind of a bigger guy, so again, I don't hate and I don't discriminate on any kind of restaurant. So if I had to pick a favorite restaurant, it'd probably be like Olive Garden. That's always a pretty good place. And in case you don't know what that is, it's an Italian place. It's pretty darn good. Who are some of my favorite YouTubers? So many good YouTubers. Actually, right now, what I do like is a lot of the small YouTubers. I kind of check out a lot of these other guys and girls who are just starting off their YouTube. And I don't limit myself to anybody. I'll check anybody out, because it's really interesting to me to see how everybody else either does their YouTube or just lives their life or lives on the other side of the world, because it's just so interesting. There's no limit to it. If I have to name some big YouTubers, my first is probably Shay Carl, or the Shaytards. I know there's kind of a scandal going on. We'll probably talk about that later, but he was one of my favorite. Right now, I like H3H3. Always like Philip DeFranco. PewDiePie is a good YouTuber. Oh, and I was never introduced to Casey Neistat. I always heard his name, but I never really was introduced, and I'm really enjoying his vlogs and his videos, his insights. He's got some really interesting tricks with cameras and stuff like that, so he knows what he's talking about. I enjoy him a lot. What is my favorite movie? There's so many dang movies, man. What has to be my favorite? I don't know, man. To be honest with you, one that always, or is popping out in my mind at least right now, is A Knight's Tale, I believe is what it is. The one with Heath Ledger, anything with Heath Ledger, honestly. The dude is an amazing actor, and rest in peace. What are some of my favorite TV shows? My favorite TV shows, I would have to say, is number one, Game of Thrones. Really, really like Game of Thrones. I'm sure there's a lot of Game of Thrones lovers out there. Probably my favorite TV show. What phone do I have? I have a nice phone. I'm not going to tell you what phone I have. I am not trying to get jacked, let's just be honest. But I do have a nice phone. I'm actually filming on it right now. Do I have any pets? I do have a pet. Go ahead and check out the previous vlog. She's made a cameo appearance. Her name is Zoe. She's a beautiful, beautiful dog. She's German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois mix. But she's more German Shepherd from what I've been told by several people. That's it for this Get to Know Me YouTube tag video. Please stay tuned, and thank you guys one more time. Again, before I go, we'll see you guys next time. Kind of open my eyes as best I can. I feel like my eyes are just kind of drowning, but guys, my eyes are not drowning. I'm happy. I'm a very happy person, even though my eyes might tell a different story, I promise.